Morning everybody. I've retreated into the garage this morning because it's wet and cold outside, and it's not that we shouldn't be able to do these skills in the wet and the cold, because we should, because we might need them, but I've only got an iPhone to do the filming and I don't want my phone to get wet. It's a bit pathetic, I know. What I want to try to go on doing today, and it's a lot of fun and it connects us with our forefathers, is to light a candle using flint and steel, as it would have been done just over 200 years ago. And having done it with flint and steel, to see whether or not we can use a ferro rod to drop a spark straight onto the wick and light that. So I've got here everything I need. I've got some char cloth and a steel and a flint. And the idea is to drop a spark onto the char cloth, get it nice and hot, bring the candle close to it so that the glow of the char cloth melts the wax and it drops onto the char cloth. It then ignites with the char cloth acting like a wick to the candle wax, and then should light the candle wick for ourselves. Let's see how it goes. Place the char cloth on top of your flint. You do need quite a lot of char cloth to do this, because you need to generate quite a lot of heat, so always have extra ready. Let's see if we can get a spark. Being damp today, it'll take a little longer. The more observant amongst you may have noticed I've switched a different piece of flint because the other one wasn't producing enough sparks. And there we go, we've got some. There we are. Light another piece. We put them down together. And we want to blow on that. I'm going to use my steel to hold it so I don't burn my fingers. There's the flame. Gone. And there's our candle lit. Now the technique with the ferro rod is entirely different to that which we've just used. What we want to do is to start with a new piece of wick. I've cut that, and there's the wax there that was on the top. We can put that into our tinder box, and that might come in handy for another occasion. What we want to do is to expose the wick, clean wick, and fluff it up. So I'm going to scrape off the wax as carefully as I can without cutting through the wick, and then I want to separate out where I can the fibres of the wick, and sometimes just using your knife to open that up a little bit is helpful. And then we're going to try and drop a spark onto the wick. Now this really tests your technique, so it's good practice. So I'm going to put that right next to there and just scrape down. And there we go. The wick has caught. Just tilt it backwards slightly, let it burn, don't stand it up too soon, and then bring it up. And there we have our lighted candle using a ferro rod. Have a go. Takes a little practice. I hope you enjoy doing it.